Hi.
Sorry for the delay.
Howdy.
These yahoos didn't have to wait for me to get back from class, but I guess they're too lazy to set up the stream themselves.
You're
Well,
100% correct.
Yeah.
or that, or just the last time we tried to do it, it was catastrophically bad. So you know,
That's more of what it was. But we
but
are
we are
yahoos.
back.
I'm not denying that.
Oh, 100% Yahoos.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me just make
Well,
sure. Yeah, Twitch is muted, so shouldn't be looping audio. Okay.
okay.
And the first thing I'm gonna do is launch the first contest of the night. Yay!
Contest. Yeah, Twitch is doing that thing for me where it's going, but it's doing the buffer over it. I don't know. It's
All right.
weird.
Awesome.
So if you guys would like to bet on which one of the player characters are going to be rolling dice first tonight, you can win some extra Electrum points, which you could spend on some rewards later on down the road, including naming NPCs in our campaign or possibly winning spots in one-shots with us.
Yep, that's true. And depending on who's in here tonight, maybe I'll just let me know who wins what, because maybe I can include them in the game. But no promises, but I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, no problem. And the more people that enter the contest, the more prizes pay out as well. So make sure you spend that Electrum.
So I don't know how to bet. I'm gonna bet. So bet. Everyone's betting E.
Are you allowed to bet?
From what I did in Valentine's
I don't.
Day.
Well, that's true. I don't know what the letters stand for. I could scroll up, but I'm not going to.
I did bet in Valandor, but to be fair, as the GM, I don't know which one of you is going to take charge and go do something crazy first.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so let's, while the bets are being placed, did anyone care to try to recap last time? I know it's been a minute. I feel like it's been several minutes.
I remember how we ended the session, but I remember very little that happened before that.
Okay. So I'll do a quick recap, and then anyone can chime back in with details that they think are important. So our party is a group of refugees that have made a home in the city of Belford. They have recently got a job with a local organization called Skywatch, for whom they've made a delivery that took them out to a western stronghold. And along the way, they got into a little scrape with a scary monster, but they managed to beat it up, and they made their successful drop-off at the stronghold, picked up some items to make some money, and they've now returned to the city of Belford, where they learned that their, among other things, their landlord was killed, and many of the people that they were close to them had been taken in the night. The city guard seems to be not super invested in investigating these crimes, so it's fallen on the party to figure out these problems on their own. And yeah, that'll be my summary. Anyone want to add details to that?
I know when we finished last time, we were getting waffles and planning,
Oh,
yeah. And me
we were
and
at
Barty were gonna go to a dive bar, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Weren't we? We were at the it was the International House of Waffles that was run by a bearded dwarf, if I remember correctly. It was a female dwarf that had braids and colorful gems in her beard.
Jackson.
I don't remember. Oh yeah, her name was Jackson. That's right. And the eggs were freshly laid by Bob.
Yeah.
I forgot that small detail.
Which I don't know if the people in chat know this, but Aarakocra laying eggs is not a sex thing. It's just any Aarakocra can
once
pop
you
out
hit
a steaming hot egg whenever they need
once
to.
you hit a certain age, once you're
you
of egg laying age, it's a natural it's a natural process. All birds go through it. And it's just part of growing up. As soon as your down falls off, your underwing starts to smell. You have to wash more often. You have to rub the crystals on you. It's
So when's Torio gonna lay an egg?
How do you know he hasn't?
I know, but when is he gonna lay his next egg? Maybe we get hungry.
I mean, I'm
Does
saying, how do
Torio
you know?
wear trousers?
Yeah, he has like
This is important information for
It's
what's gonna happen
like
next.
I need to know.
it's like very like loose fitting like leather trousers with like fringe on the side of it, and then it's very tight around the waist, and because it's based off of like Native American clothing, so it has that kind of like leather frills off the side, and then around the ankles and the waist it's tight to like keep it on while he's flying around. So it's not just like flapping.
So,
Something like that.
Torio trousers, sort of.
I do have a commission by Allison Howell on Twitter. Her information's down below if you guys want to check out an amazing artist. I do have a commission of Torio coming, and I'm super excited, and it looks amazing already. So all will be revealed soon.
Okay.
Except for the trousers.
Yeah, we're already starting real late. So one thing I did want to do is Jazz, if you want to talk about your YouTube channel, because I know you just released a video recently.
Oh yeah. So if you search for Clockpunk Fairy Tale on YouTube, I think you should find session 0 of my new campaign. I'm gonna upload every Saturday. We play every Friday and I record it and then I upload it on my really slow internet. Or you can follow me on Leech Wifey on Twitter, and there'll be like information and updates there.
Awesome. All right, and I think that's and everyone else's like Twitter information I think is on the the page of Twitch, so you can check that out. Okay, so let's begin. You all are at the, I forget what I called it, but yeah, International House of Waffle Hut or whatever it was. That's where you are. And what would you like to do? It's once again, it's I think it's like 11:30 or midnight, around that time.
So I believe that Barty and I were gonna go to like a dive bar.
Yep.
I don't remember.
Yeah, find some seedy bar. See if they know about children being kidnapped and other places being broken into and the landlords murdered.
Okay. Yeah.
So how seedy are you wanting to go?
Are we splitting up? Is the question, I guess.
I mean,
I don't know.
I don't remember why we weren't all gonna go. I'm sure there was a reason, but I don't remember what it was.
I mean, Torio's just like single-mindedly wanting to track this down. So if we're headed in that direction, that's fine. But if we need to split up to cover more ground, or you guys don't want Torio to go with you for whatever reason you don't think he would be good in a seedy dive bar for, I'm not sure why you might think that. There's lots of friends there. Sure.
We had a couple leads, right? Like, I wanted to go and talk to those beggar kids, and then going to a bar to like see like what
there was the homeless guy smoking pot.
Were up to. My brain is gone. I don't remember.
There's the homeless dude that was smoking something that we could talk to as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there are the beggar kids. So I think it was that homeless dude, seedy bar, and that was about it.
I think so.
So we could like take one each, or just all go together.
Oh, Torio friend, do you know the meaning of the word discreet, first of all?
No, I know the street.
Yes, so I think for this bar that we're going to, I don't think they like bird people very much, so
But Torio likes them.
Yes, but
Have they met bird people yet?
probably they may also just be dissatisfied with some of your smaller brethren who have often shat on them, so they may be disinclined.
Well, Eric Krokra, we conduct our business very properly in the wild, away from cities.
Yes, but they don't necessarily know that.
Also, I've heard that it's good luck.
Only if you're out at sea. But
Oh. Maybe that's where I heard it.
But anyways, the point is, where we're going, you might be a bit too conspicuous. So, if you go with someone,
Conspicuous.
you would stand out. You are very tall. Your plumage is very
I could
fine.
Well. Thank you.
But yes,
I could sit if that helps, so I don't stand as much.
how to explain this? Sister, you got any ideas over there?
If you come with us, we're likely to all get killed.
That's terrifying.
Yep.
But if I come, I could help to protect you like I did before.
Well, if you don't come, we're less likely to all get killed because we won't accidentally offend someone and get stabbed.
Yep. She raises a very valid point.
Then what should Torio do while you guys go?
Well, you could go and find somebody else to talk to who might have seen what happened.
Like some of the other small ones who we saw when we were leaving the city.
Okay, Torio will go. And Torio's gonna get up and start walking out.
Oh, and make sure you tell them that I sent you. They'll be more likely to talk to you.
I'll go with him just in case.
And then we send Odie and Nalai together to go investigate one lead.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. It's the quietest lead ever. They found nothing.
They have probably found the most.
We'll just never know.
So, Nalai and Odie are like, yeah, it's midnight. We'll just turn in.
Fine.
Unless Nalai, you wanna.
Torio's gonna go roll some kids in the streets.
Sure. Nalai, do you have a preference? We'll keep moving on. Wait for that response for that. Okay, so two of you are wanting to go to a city bar. The other two of you want to investigate another lead. What are you going to do?
Well, Torio's going to find someone to talk to that might have seen something, which is mostly going to consist of asking almost anyone he comes across if they saw anything.
Okay.
Until he finds someone that might have seen someone, so that he can tell them that I sent him.
Okay.
But I believe the answer to the question you were asking is yes, I think we are going to split the party.
Cool. Okay. So let me handle a manageable problem first. How seedy do you and Hestia want to go? Like seedy?
Oh, like the worst bar in the city.
Yeah, okay. One where you could go and hire someone to.
One where you could buy a kidney, and not like a cow kidney, like a straight up high elf kidney.
Yep.
Okay. You want to go to the Roost.
Okay. Oh, we should have brought Torio.
But like.
Wow. First off, flame bait, best joke. Second off, wow, Torio's missing out.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Darn.
All right, so
the saddest bird call echoes through the city.
Okay, so you all are going to head to the Roost, which is kind of back towards where you live, but little bit past it. Well, actually, it's a little bit. It's just like about 10 minutes off from where you live, closer than where you are right now. A little bit closer to the docks, the South Docks. So Torio and Mizuki, it is midnight. How do you want to go about searching for clues? If you're looking for people, there are not many on the streets.
Does Torio smell, or has he smelt recently that very pungent, dank funk smell that the homeless guy was puffing on?
I mean, because you're at International House of Waffle Hut at the middle of the night. Yes, definitely you smell it. It's definitely real pungent, real close by.
I mean, Torio. Let's be real. Torio has literally nothing to go on here. He's grasping at straws. So he's looking for smelly homeless guy or mean children to talk to.
Okay, so character knowledge. You know that that guy Jonka hangs around your street all the time. He's there all the time. The orphans are well, you don't know they're orphans. They might have parents. Who knows? But they are less localized, but they come by time to time. So they might be a little harder to track down. But Jonka is almost always on that same block.
I'm gonna. Okay, well then I guess realistically, Torio would try and talk to Jonka and his funky smell about stuff.
Sorry, I didn't. What? Are you talking about Mizuki?
Torio wants to talk to Jonka and his
Jonka.
Funka.
Okay, Mizuki, you're cool with just walk with him?
Yeah, I'm just going to tag along, make sure he doesn't get into any trouble.
Okay. So, for the next 10 minutes, all of you walk together, and it's really awkward because you're all headed in mostly the same direction. So, over the next 10 minutes, what conversation do you make? Because you've all agreed to split up, and now literally for 10 minutes you're going to be walking next to each other.
Where's the lie and Odie? Where are the other friends?
They went the other way.
Because they're going back to sleep, they're going exactly with you and Mizuki.
Oh, good. Great. I'm glad we're going to split into 3 groups and we're all just so cold night.
Oh, your car's over. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, me too. Oh, yeah. I guess we get to walk together. Cool.
You're at this hotel? Awkward.
All right. So let's see. I'll roll it. Never mind. We're not going to break the thing yet. I think. I'll roll. We got how many people here for? Roll 1d4. And
5. But
well,
4.5.
So 4. I didn't say who one was, but I'm just going to go by what's in Roll20. So, Mizuki, what's one thing that you see on the walk back to the building? What's one thing you see on the road, or in an alley, or along the way that catches your eye?
Oh, geez. So much pressure. Oh my gosh, I don't know.
It's a litter of puppies.
Oh my gosh. No, if I'm... my first instinct is say, a wad of gum.
Okay, sure. So...
But I, narrowly miss stepping in?
Okay, yeah, everyone roll, let's see. Yeah, Dex. No, we'll do perception. Or actually, we'll go for, passive perception. If you beat a 12, you're fine.
How do I find out my passive perception?
Yeah,
10 plus the numbers 10 plus whatever's next to your perception.
Oh.
Oh,
Well,
my passive
mine's an
perception is
11.
above 12. Yeah, I have 15.
Okay. Does everyone pass 12?
No, Torio and I are under. How do we both step in the gum?
So
Race you. Who steps in it first?
this loud squish sound happens as first Nalai, then Torio both kind of get real deep into this wad of this chewed up candy that is real popular in Belford. And it is real pickle to get off, and it's real frustrating.
Is this why all of you wear those things on your feet? Oh,
Why wouldn't you tell someone?
that's never coming off the talons. Oh.
No, wait. I gotta get. All we need is some peanut butter. We'll get it off your talon. Don't worry.
What is peanut butter?
You know what peanuts are? Do you know what legumes are? Well, it's a food that you smush up.
Is that what the sheep eat?
I mean, they might. I don't know. Well, we'll take care of it. Don't worry.
Gosh. It's like, do you know what a peanut is? No, do you know what a legume is? Do you know about the family of Fabaceae? I can't even pronounce it. I'm just Wikipediaing. Okay. Anyway, so besides like getting your talons and boot kind of gunked up with a little bit of local candy, you do make your way 10 minutes later along the dark alleys of Belford. You gradually split off as Barty, Sister Hestia veer off closer or more directly towards the docks, and the other four make their way back towards the apartment building. Let's see. Let's go with Barty and Hestia. Along your walk, you're going to be walking for about 10, 15 minutes. Do you discuss anything along the way?
Yeah, would I know this bar?
You tell me.
It's like the seediest bar in town, right?
It is. It's pretty bad, yeah.
I feel like I would know it.
Okay. All right, then yeah, you know it.
Okay.
And feel free to like say some things about it.
Okay.
I'll make it work.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like turn to Barty and just like gesture at like my old lady self in my like pristine white religious garb and be like, now, dear, I think perhaps I ought to do something about this.
Yeah, I mean, I know a bit about costuming.
Don't worry, I've got it covered. Just let's find somewhere for me to change.
Yeah, and then just presumably duck into the next alley.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll me a stealthy checky, both of you, if you're both ducking in.
Sure.
Sure. Nat 20.
Nice.
Okay, so who rolled
You
first?
duck into the alley.
Bartimaeus, technically.
I guess Barty rolled first.
Bartimaeus rolled first. There you guys go. Yay, winner selected.
I definitely didn't vote on myself.
Only
And
one
you
person
won
voted for you.
Yeah, like 17 people voted for Sister Hestia.
So close, but yet so far.
All right. So, you're changing.
I will be
How's that
keeping an
going?
eye out, just making
Okay.
sure, like, offering her some cover, though. I'm a halfling.
Because you're a
She's
halfling,
human,
and she, yeah. So you're giving her half cover. So go ahead and roll a perception check as you're kind of taking a peek down the alley.
This is both of us?
No, just you.
Okay. I'm channeling Kaylee a bit right now.
Okay. So you look down either end of the street. It's a little bit hard to see. There's not a lot of lights along the roads here, and being one of the few D&D races without dark vision, it's a little bit hard to pick things out. But you do hear some people like kind of laughing down the street. A few kind of drunken people begin kind of like staggering back to their homes, presumably, but nothing that stands out as sinister to you.
Mm-hmm. Coast looks clear, sister.
Okay. So I step out and you see a very young human woman with like dark skin and lots of like big curly hair and tattoos. And she just like smiles at you.
Sister?
I am very good at magic.
Good to know. Not gonna ask
I,
now, but this may come up later.
I think I fit in better like this.
Oh yeah, almost certainly. I don't know if I could pull off the on a date with a cougar just yet, so this will work better for our cover.
I am far out of your league in any form.
I don't know, I haven't turned my charms on you yet, but that's neither here nor there. So, what is our cover story going in? Are we just trying to find out who killed an old man and stole some babies? What are we after?
Well, we can just look for local stories. We can be travelers. They like to gamble in this place. Are you good at cards?
No, that's a different character I have. I mean, I'm not particularly good at it, but I'm better than most.
No, they will like you better if you are bad. Losing is good.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I can try and swing that.
Uh, yes, just play cards, buy people drinks, make sure you lose a lot. They will warm up to you. Ask for stories, gossip, interesting things. Uh, Maybe make yourself sound a little dangerous, and that you're looking for work.
Alright. Yeah, I can work with that.
Oh, and don't make eye contact with the half-orc who works behind the bar. He will crush you.
That is very good to know. Alright, shall we? Should I still call you Hestia? What? Are we using cover names?
You can call me Hestia.
Okay, but probably not sister while we're in there.
We do not look related.
Alright. And just go by Bard or Barty for me. Alright.
Okay, I just
Allons-y.
threw in.
Perfect. So you continue your way down the avenue, down towards the docks, where the sea laps against the shore. Let's go to Team A, Team Edward, or whatever. I don't know.
Does that mean we're Team Jacob?
I think so. Yeah, I think of the two. About. Is there anything else that you do along? Well, no, you already had the gummits in. We'll give you a break. So you arrive within about 20 minutes to your building. Nalai and Odakaran, after a long day's travel, just make their way straight inside and up, and to try to find some type of sleep despite the day's circumstances. What did the two of you do? And by the two of you, I mean Mizuki and Torio.
Okay. I heard Nalai, so.
Oh yeah, Nalai and Odakaran go inside and get some sleep.
Okay. I mean, if we know whereabouts Junko Funko is staying at, or like what trash heap he sleeps on,
Sure.
we'll be heading in that direction.
Okay.
Not trying to be stealthy at all. Probably
Cool.
like clicking on the cobblestones. probably whistling to myself as I go,
All right.
churring and humming. Yeah.
Mizuki, is there anything that special that you'd like to do other than follow him?
No. Tag along.
Okay, perfect. So, you give me a perception check or investigation check, Tori.
Who? Sorry, you cut out there.
Oh, investigation check from you, please.
Investigation? Okay. That's only one less than my perception. Hey! Torio's on a mission.
All right, so kind of sniffing in the air, trying to get the scent of the white leaf. It doesn't take you too long because you've seen him kind of around before. You know his normal nooks that he likes to hang out with, and within just a few moments, you're able to kind of track him down. He's laying kind of casually back in a rubbish heap, his eyes closed, and snoring loudly, wrapped up in a dirty blanket. In his dream, he dreams and dreams.
Torio's gonna poke him with his stick.
Okay.
Like,
Can you give me a poke roll, please?
like an attack?
Nat 20. No, I'm kidding. So, yeah. So you poke him with the stick, and he kind of gets it. Like, who's that? Oh,
Hello?
your boy.
Friend?
Oh, yes, friend. Why are you waking me up?
I had some questions.
We all have questions. That's what life is, isn't it? What do you got for me? What could I possibly answer for you?
You talk a lot. Well, you have been hanging out around Uncle Tom's cabin over there.
Some kind of weird reference, but all right.
I have weird word association, okay? Leave me alone. Torio's just trying to make it in this world, alright? He gets by with what he has.
Not sure if that's the kind of context I want to draw right now, but okay.
So I was just curious if you had seen anything going on last night. Anyone coming or going? Heard any screams? Knew anything about why the police were here or the town guard?
Oh, well, I haven't seen the car. I don't know. It's a bit of a daze, but yes. I mean, I've seen people coming and going all every day. Every day, it's all the same. Just people coming and going. Could you be more specific? I did screams. I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean? When is this?
Children were taken. Tom died.
Tom.
Tom. It was Tom, right?
Oh, the one with the cabin. Yes, of course.
Uncle.
I didn't want to use that reference, but I'm just going to lean into it. So. Oh yeah, Tom. Oh, it's a shame. He's a nice one. That one. Give me some bread every now and then. Though I don't like bread. I got a gluten thing, so I try to avoid it. But beggars can't be choosers of any kind. You try to have a bit of perspective.
I get it. That was a good one. So, have you seen anything?
I've seen many things. I don't know what you're asking. Be more specific.
Where did they take the fledglings?
The fledglings?
The little people. The children and the birds and the children. At this point, Torio is just gonna get really when birds get little bit like yeah, and he's just gonna like poop up, and his speech is gonna go from like, to like like just screaming, just
Oh,
like, yeah,
well, calm
flapping.
down, little birdie. Calm down. Calm down.
Torio, it's okay. Calm down.
Torio's gonna smooth his feathers.
It's okay.
Trembling. Gets a match and lights. So me say, what? You want some of this, little birdie? High strung.
Just what is it?
Oh, it's white leaf.
Okay, like this.
Kids, it's not cool to take white leaf from strangers on the street. No,
Torio doesn't know this stuff.
no, that's right. I'm just for our viewership. No.
It's not okay to say Torio is very. I mean, I can click on a thing right here.
Yeah.
He's very young and naive, and he takes very many aspects of his tribal life for granted. He's not prepared for the way of the civilized world. So, like an elder person offering him something is seen as disrespectful to turn it down. So, he's gonna take it like this and just.
Torio. Oh.
Well, this is your first time,
Yeah.
and so I'll say con save with disadvantage.
Con save with disadvantage. Hey.
Actually, your head feels a
This
little
is
fun.
nothing.
Your head
This
feels
is
a little
light.
funny. But you're not goofy.
Can I blow it? Can I blow it like out?
Yeah. You feel like you get a little tingling on your forehead and kind of like drops back, but you're not like Bullwinkle or anything.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna just hand it back to him. Just like
It's like,
take it all in.
well, that's better, isn't it? So I'm sorry. What was your name? I never met you. I've
Oh,
seen you around on the street.
Torio's gonna sit down next to the guy. Just well, I need to put a wing around him.
Oh, you're
Put a
warm.
wing
He
around.
kind of like gets
Yeah,
right up there.
Hey,
You're
my
warm.
name's it's Torio.
Oh, well, I'm Jonka. Like,
Hi,
you
Jonka.
Which one are you? He says, pointing at Mizuki.
That's friend.
I'm Mizuki. Not. I am a friend. That's not my name.
That's not my name.
That's not my name. Sorry.
No, I started it. That's fine. My bad. He's like, so he's asking me all these questions I don't know what he means. Ask him if I've seen something. I've seen many things. I've been around for a long time.
What?
What is he going on about?
Torio, what? Can you try again this time, Torio, but with less screeching?
People
Maybe keep it simple. That way, it's easy to get it all out.
died. We want to know why.
Yes.
Did you see anything?
Yes. Also, some people were kidnapped, including small.
Whoa, Mizuki. We're keeping it simple.
You're right, Tori. I did say that. But I think this one detail might be important in case he's seen some small people that look like this guy, or someone that looks exactly like me but can't walk.
His eyes kind of glaze over.
Hey!
What?
Pay attention.
People die. That's a fact. Yes, I've
People were
seen things.
kidnapped.
I've seen people. Oh, that's sad. Poor
It
kid.
is sad. One was my twin sister. I need to find out where she is.
It's such a shame. Kids are great. Naps are great. Put
Oh.
them together, and it's not good at all.
Did you see anything weird tonight
Tonight?
besides whatever's going on in your brain
Yes.
right now?
No, not tonight. No.
Okay, what about like this morning, sometime today?
No, I've just been making my rounds today and going to the market and trying to get some sardines. I've such a hankering for sardines today.
Oh, sardines are disgusting. So you didn't see anything different or new while you're making your rounds today?
Not today, no.
What about last night or the night before or the day before when it happened?
Oh, last night.
Yes.
Yes, I do seem to recall something from last night.
Oh, in that case.
It's like, well, I mean, I was just minding my own business here, as I often do. And, well, I don't normally stray from here once I've bunkered down, but, well, I heard the cart coming by. The cart came by with the wheels and the creaking and the smell. Oh, it was so terrible, the smell. And so I left. I left for the night. I left and tried to find something else and something, someplace warmer. There's some other other places there where I can find some bit of warmth here. That's not this place, but yes. I mean, that was strange. It was a very big garden that I remember.
Okay. Torio?
Well, I mean, I think he's a nice guy. This is good.
Mm.
I like the place you have here.
It's nice.
You have Mizuki. Do you want to sit down?
I'm fine.
Okay.
I like standing.
Do you have a lot of digestive problems in your building or anything? You know, digestive problems.
I don't. I don't.
Must be someone else then. The
Why?
cart is really big.
What are we talking about?
No, we're talking about the gong farmer's cart that came by last night. They're normally very small, but this one is very large. It smells so...
Do they sell white leaf? Mizuki, we should get some white leaf.
No, we should go find this person who had an extra large cart for some reason, and a bunch of people are missing.
I'm telling you, if you're buying white leaf from a gong farmer, you're doing it wrong, my friend.
We're not buying any white leaf.
Oh.
Why?
Where did this cart go? Where does it go?
The cart? Well, I haven't seen this cart before. I've seen the smaller ones around all the time. They go from building to building, collecting gong as they do, and they deliver it, and I guess they drop it off.
Do you know? Okay, so did you see which way this cart went?
No, I left the street. I'm not going to be in the same street as a gong cart.
Okay.
I'm a man of principle.
Where does the cart usually go after?
I don't know. I suspect to the city limits, and they drop off their supplies. But I don't follow them.
Are you talking about droppings?
Yes. Whoa!
That sounds really hard to do with a beak. That was impressive.
Poop.
Oh, God.
Wait, isn't Toria middle-aged?
No, well, yeah.
We should get some white leaf.
Oh yeah, that's true. He is. He did take a good, get a little chunky chunks on that.
Or
Okay.
we could not and go find this big cart.
Okay. Do you want to come with us?
No, you know what? You stay here and enjoy your white
Okay.
leaf.
Okay, I'll stay here.
Not
When
you, Torio.
Oh,
Tori, you want one more before the road?
yes.
No.
Torio's gonna go for it.
Okay.
Torio,
This is-
I'm older than you, and I highly suggest you not do that.
But it's impolite.
It's impolite to not do what I asked to, though, right?
You make a good point.
So I think we should.
Torio's head just go.
I think we should go find Barty and Sister Hestia.
They said we can't go, otherwise they'll die.
Okay, well you can wait outside while
I'll wait
I go
here?
No, not here.
Okay.
I don't need you all hopped up on Whiteleaf.
I haven't been hopping, I've been sitting.
Toria, do you want to go maybe back to the apartment and take a nap?
Okay.
That was easy.
I know where it is. I can fly over there. And Toria's gonna kind of like stand up and.
Toria, you're not supposed to fly.
It's faster. I'm really tired.
Okay, go to bed. Make sure no one sees you flying, please.
Okay, Toria's gonna try and fly back to the apartment.
I guess we got to roll to see if you just go straight into a window. Well,
To be fair, I do have the Wanderer, which means I'm really good with geography and terrain layout.
Okay.
If that balances out at
Then
all.
what we'll do, we'll set the DC really, really low. I'm trying to think of what this would be. Well, all right, we'll do acrobatics, and the DC is if you beat 8, you'll be fine, and it's not going to be a disadvantage because of all your other buffs.
7.
Hey!
So you're fine. You managed to kind of like get up there, and even Mizuki, as you watch him fly off, he doesn't even seem to be off at his game. He seems to be pretty competent. And there are no guards in the street around at this time, and so you managed to get away with it without arousing any ire from anyone.
Okay.
All right.
Torio's done for the night.
So, Mizuki, you're heading over to the Roost.
Yes.
Okay,
As
so let's
quick
go
as I
back to Team Jacob, which the weird. We're just gonna go with it. Okay, Team Jacob. You walk along the streets and you hear this kind of raucous music starting to emanate in the this alley that's off the main street. There's a bunch of dim, kind of orangish red lights that are kind of above the threshold of the doors. You hear kind of like people yelling as you kind of like walk down the street. Two people just get in a straight up fist fight with each other. Just one knocks the other one down and is like just beating up, and the two other people watching this happen, not really kind of interacting at all, as one person just beat two intoxicated people just are beating each other up. And the bar is just like a quarter of a block past them. There's also another person that's kind of passed out down the street just a little ways as well. And then you come up to unless you want to do something. Sorry. Go ahead and interrupt if you need to.
No, I'm going to just... Okay. Or not whistle because I don't want to be noticed.
You're right. Hey, who's that whistler? What you doing in this part of town? You seem like you have a sexual disposition. All right, so we're going to go back to... then we're going to go back to Barty and Sister Hestia, who have pushed through the doors. And as you push through the doors, you're kind of greeted with, first, let's take it there.
All right.
So, metal.
Yeah. So you're kind of greeted with, first, pretty rank smells. It's pretty bad. It's just as you open the door, it's just like this plume of smoke, and that's carrying with it kind of sweat and stale beer with it. It's like a bunch of people kind of push against each other, like all at this bar. There's loud people everywhere. Everyone's loud. It's about like 12:30 at night. People are starting. They're not quite at that everyone's crying or fighting stage yet, but it's definitely kind of on its way in that slope. It's nearing the peak of that. Um, you see in the corner there's two people with stringed instruments that are kind of like playing and seem like kind of flirting with people in the audience. Behind the counter, there's a barrel-chested half-orc with a handlebar mustache who doesn't look like he takes any guff from anyone. He has a nasty scar. Even though, despite his mustache, he still has a scar that's very visible on his upper lip that kind of like twists up into his up his cheek and along his forehead. Yeah, what do you two do once you like as you arrive? There's a couple heads that turn for a moment, and then they turn back to what they're doing.
Is there anyone here that I recognize? Other than the bartender?
Yes, you would. Tell me someone you know here.
Maybe like I'm trying to think. Maybe like maybe I know like that one of the like older teenagers who like runs the kids who pickpocket and he's like trying to get served. Or actually she's trying to get served.
Okay, yeah. All right. So, okay. We'll get back to that. Barty, you recognize someone here too. How about you tell me who they are? Which is odd because you don't come to this part of town very often. I mean, it's not like you're a stranger to bars or anything.
Yeah,
but like,
I mean, I've made my way through most of them trying to work as a waiter, but I just didn't have the constitution for it. But I kept trying anyway. So there's probably the owner of one of the first bars I tried working at.
okay.
And he's just here. He shut down early for the night or something.
Okay.
We maybe didn't leave on the best of terms. I may have thrown a few drinks in his face before storming out.
Okay. All right. Cool. So as you kind of walk in, you see Salazar, who is right now. He's kind of drinking a large tankard of beer right now, and he's talking with a couple of people that you've seen one of them before, but you don't really know his name. He's just kind of been around at the other restaurant. And then Salazar kind of turns around and notices you, and Salazar is a elf in every sense of the word. He's kind of like a little bit haughty, a little bit. He is the runs the kind of like hipster kind of bar, like where it's the speakeasy sort of thing, trying to like bring that stuff back.
I have an open mic night.
What you know what it does have? It doesn't have an open mic night, but what it has is a list of rules. That it's like a list like you cannot talk to anybody that you did not come into the bar with. There's like to be no loud of any kind, or you'd be ejected completely. They're also they serve these kinds of like hot donuts there at night, as well as a bruschetta plate as well. And
yeah, I definitely would have pieced out of there for it being too pretentious.
Yeah, so it didn't really work out so well for Barty, but Salazar turns around and sees you, and like he turns and instead of maybe like the look of anger on his face that you might have been expecting, he kind of looks at you, he kind of smiles and he comes over to you and kind of claps you on the shoulder. And as he gets closer to you, just a wave of his breath comes over you. You're like, oh my god, you've been here for a while. It's just like completely red faced. He's like, oh no way, Barty, how are you doing?
I'm doing okay, Salazar. Seems you're doing pretty well yourself.
Oh man, you owe me a drink.
Yes, I think I can take care of that. I'll just sort of glance over at Hestia and, like, just shrug and wander back over to the bar with Salazar.
Shrug back.
Okay. All right. So, and then he kind of like, he's like, oh, I can't believe it. I thought I'd never see you again. And he kind of wanders back to his group of friends, but like, we'll like look back over to you like every like 40 seconds, kind of like checking the progress of his order. So, the two of you, as you're there, I'm sorry, no, Hestia, as you're looking around the bar, you do see a small gnome that looks familiar with a large scar on her forehead as she kind of makes her way through the crowd. She doesn't seem to be trying to get any drinks, but she's kind of walking with a purpose that you recognize in people who are looking for easy marks.
Okay. I'm gonna like walk up to her and do that thing where you like come up on one side but tap the other shoulder.
Okay. All right. She's like, ah, sister.
Well,
Oh, I'm sorry.
sort of.
Whoa. I forgot what you look like. She's like, sorry, completely forgot what you look like. You look like a totally different person. She's Lindsay's not here. She's like, fuck off. That's what she said. and then she kind of like walks off.
I'm gonna trail her. I'm gonna keep following
Okay.
her and see what she's doing.
All right. I totally forgot what you look like. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I don't know why I rolled that. I'm just trying to get my things together. Okay. All right. So you're tailing her, and she's kind of at first, she's didn't pay you much mind. So I'll roll a perception check for her later, and then you can roll a stealth check if you're trying to be sneaky. But
I'm not actually trying to be sneaky.
Yeah,
I'm just
she's
like
not
literally just following her.
Okay. She's not looking for you yet. Okay. So Barty, what are you gonna do?
I am going to actually go get the drink for Salazar and then just kind of listen into his group's conversation.
Okay. So you come over to the bar. There's the both barrel-chested and barrel-bellied half-orc bartender behind the counter, who is just kind of like someone's talking to him, and he's just kind of like pouring drinks, not really responding much to it, and just kind of like handing out things that he's hearing.
Give me the weakest drink you got, please. It's for that guy who's already had too much. I don't want him puking on your establishment.
Just kind of, he's just like nod, and then like slides you over this very light-colored beer in a glass, and kind of like sets in front of you, and he just kind of like points up to.
Okay. I don't. So in my inventory, I only have it in 20 gold. Should we just assume I have some smaller change that I can break that into?
I think that makes sense.
Okay, so yeah, I'll hand over 2 copper.
Okay. All right. So you hand over 2 copper, and he doesn't pay you any more mind.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Then I will go ahead and take the drink over to Zalazar and, try and squeeze into his group and just hand it to him.
Okay. All right. So you hand him. He's like, oh, this guy here, he broke all sorts of drinks when he came to work for me. He's the worst server I've ever seen. But he's a good guy. You're a good guy. Look at that face. That face could probably do something. I don't know.
Oh, can do lots of things. Here's your drink.
He does a stupid laugh. Let's just say that. All right. And so yeah. So you gave him the drink, and you're just kind of hanging around with him.
Yep. Just being a small person, but hanging nearby, just listening in. Do I Would I recognize any of his other friends? Maybe other bar owners or anything?
Okay. At this bar, you don't see right now. You don't see anyone else that you recognize at this moment, unfortunately. But Torio.
Yes.
So you go inside. Oh no, you flew her to the top. So you're on the top of the building, slightly buzzed, and you hear a small voice coming down from the street that's calling out. It's just like, Bud! Bud!
Calling bird? Is that what they said, bird? That's what I thought I heard.
You heard what you thought you heard.
Okay. I'm going to circle around a little bit if I'm... Am I still flying, or is this after I've landed?
I would say this is about like 10 minutes after you've landed.
Oh. Okay, well, I'd lean over the edge and see if I can see what's up.
Okay. So you look down in the street, which is, I think, 5 floors below you, and do you have dark vision?
No, I don't believe I do.
I don't think you do.
Let me double check, but I'm almost positive I don't. No, I do not.
It's the
Okay.
least dark vision-y party ever.
It's
I
really
was just
hard.
thinking that.
You can't really. You look for a while. Well, actually, no. The perception
are there
check. Give me
any-
a perception check.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, are there any pebbles nearby?
Yeah, I know, right? I mean, you
Because
could.
I have light, and I can cast it and drop a pebble.
I mean, sure, you could. I mean, there's lots of stuff that you could cast,
I'll find
Yeah.
something loose, and I'll cast light on it, and just like
like a shingle or something like that.
just a big brick, and
You just hear.
like something
Okay.
small, something.
Okay.
just-
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of like pebbles at the top of it, or maybe like broken off pieces of wood, that sort of thing.
Yeah, something small.
Okay, so you do it. You cast light on it, and you kind of throw it off into darkness, and then as it kind of clatters on the street below, you see a very small form. You have really good eyes, just not good dark vision. But now that there's light there, you see very clearly a very small dragonborn child on the street, kind of looking up and kind of like jumping and waving.
Small dragonborn child.
Mhm.
Oh, didn't even get his first shedding yet. I'm gonna. I guess I'll drop down.
Okay.
Yeah, why not? I'll drop down. Sure,
Okay.
let's do this.
So you drop down, and we'll get back to you. So we're gonna go back to who's the last person? Mizuki. That's who I wanted to get to. So at this time, you arrive at the bar, and you are greeted with that same smell that was described earlier, and you enter. Well, Hestia, you've been following around Pepper for the past 10 minutes. I'll say that she probably noticed you around now, but we'll deal with that in just a second. Barty, you've been just hearing just the most lame, boring stories you've ever heard. Just like people talking about, it's like, did this thing and it was like super successful, and it's like, I mean, I don't know, man. I'm just blessed, man. I'm just blessed. And then like they're talking like that. But Mizuki, you enter in the bar, and it is quite busy and not at all at what you're used to in your background. And it's just kind of just people that are acting completely without dignity, and it's probably a little bit uncomfortable and off-putting. But what do you do?
I'm gonna look around the room and try to get eyes on either Barty or Hestia.
Okay. Barty is closer to the front of the bar, but he's also smaller. So go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Yay! Perception. Wow. Wah wah.
It takes you. It takes you like. Actually, Barty, roll me a perception check.
Yeah, because if I see her and if this conversation doesn't seem like it's going anywhere, and did you hear about those, kids that were stolen? Nope, that's
Yeah, man, I
that's
stole them, and they're in my house.
Wrong roll.
You do a lovely jig, though.
Just ships in the night.
Yep.
Yeah. So no, you don't notice her come in, and
Can I roll to see if I spot her?
yes, but at disadvantage because right now you're on the behind this this area where the dragon. You're kind of like around the back, so it's going to be kind of hard for you to notice. But
11.
I
rolled twice by mistake, but 11.
I'm gonna say. Are you how you tell me how focused have you been on following Pepper? Have you been kind of like
I'm trying to vaguely trail her until she gets annoyed and spots me and tries to talk to me, but I'm not like, I don't know, I'm like looking around the bar a bit as well.
Okay, then I'll say that you notice Mizuki as she's kind of like, look at her. Mizuki, what's your face look like as you come into this bar?
Like,
just kind of
like this, just.
Okay, perfect.
Like disgust and like quizzical at the same time.
Am I close to the bar?
You are. It's a It wraps around. There's like this central. It's not a column. It's like the center wall that kind of splits the room in half. It's a large like rectangular room. This center wall, which this kind of seeming dragon bone that's kind of being mounted, kind of splits the room in half, and on the other side there's another part of the bar. It's a different bartender than the half orc.
Okay, so I don't know. I'm gonna like push through the crowd and get up to the bar and start like clicking my fingers for the bartender's attention, with a big like smile on my face.
On the backside bar.
Whichever one I'm closer to. So I guess yeah.
Okay, so on the backside bar, there is a woman back there. Her skin has a very strange kind of rust-colored hue to it. She's wearing a wrap around her head that kind of bundles up on the sides that she wears tightly, and she kind of comes over to you and say, "What can I get for you?"
I'm speaking very loudly and like very flamboyantly, and I'm like, a round of drinks, I think, for me and my friend Pepper and this pretty girl who has just walked in.
All right, if you got the coin, she says. And then she starts making a round of drinks. And how many people are there right now? Are you getting for the entire bar or just like the people around you right now?
Oh, I'm literally just getting them for me, Pepper, and Mizuki.
Oh, okay, never mind. That's much
not the
more
whole
reasonable.
bar.
Okay, yeah. So that'll just cost you like, just like we'll say 2 silver.
Okay, cool.
And yeah, so Pepper kind of turns around to you as you say that, and looks at you suspiciously, but also.
I wink at her.
And let me give her an insight check. Mizuki, someone brings you a drink, and there's this woman that you've never seen before at the bar who's like, I guess waving at you. I don't know. What do you do to Mizuki as the drink goes over to her?
So I make sure I catch her eye and like give her a wave. I also make sure that I'm very like obvious with my money when I pay, and that I'm talking like very loudly and acting a little bit drunk.
Okay. Pepper looks at you and there's like this hint of recognition, but she's a little unsure of it. There's something about you that's familiar to her.
Okay. I like hand her the drink that I bought her.
Okay. She kind of takes it less suspiciously, but still kind of like has her eyes on you and kind of streaking up. Okay. Who have I not been to in a bit? We didn't really do anything with Barty or Mizuki when you got in here, so we'll spend some time with you real quick. Barty, what are you doing?
So I failed to see Mizuki. I don't know. We'll assume I didn't hear the loud.
We can see. I think you probably would have heard that because she did say it kind of loud.
Okay, so then I would would have first just been like, what is she doing? But then heard Mizuki and just be like, she doesn't know how to play it cool. I have to go get her before she blows our cover. And just so I will go head towards where Mizuki is and then just kind of, what are you doing here? And then start trying to usher her to some table or booth or something.
Okay.
Okay. Like holding this random drink that I don't want. Like, what are we doing? I heard some stuff that might be useful, but it's awful loud in here, and I don't want to shout.
Good call.
I thought so.
Hestia's around here somewhere. She doesn't look like herself. Haven't heard anything here yet, but haven't begun working the crowds.
Okay, well, I don't like it in here, so I might just go back. But when you guys are ready,
Well,
I can tell you guys what I found out.
I'll pop out with you. You tell me what you heard. I'll come back in, get Hestia.
Sounds good.
And I don't think that was like actually shouting, but the like thing you do when you're in a noisy club and you're still like shouting into their ear to be heard, or whatever the appropriate noise level is.
Sure. All right, let's go back to Torio. Torio, you alight on the ground to see the small form of Bacon before you as he kind of like leans back a little bit as you kind of like land right before him. You're kind of, to him, you're an imposing figure with this massive wingspan as you go and kind of land in front of him.
Just like doing the like that scene from, what was that, Rescuers Down Under?
Yeah.
The giant eagle just kind of cocks the head.
Not Jehute. Was it Jehute?
Lindsay?
Marahute?
Marahute? I know I used to love
Something
that movie,
like that.
but I don't remember anything about it now.
Anyone in chat know the name of the bird, you'll get 50 Electrum.
Yeah.
First one to post it. First one to post the correct one. Marahute.
It's Lindsay.
Lindsay.
Okay. All right, yeah. Marahute, he says as you let. No. You let before he say, hi, bird.
Hi, friend. It's late. What are you doing out?
Are you friends? Are you friends with the shorts lady?
With who?
The shorts lady.
I'm trying to think if Torio would relate Sister Hestia with Church Lady, because he knows her from the Watch.
She was wearing a lot of like insignia that would align her with the main religion. I don't know if Tori would know this. I'm just like telling you what the facts are.
I'm gonna go with story over funny and just say yes. Yes, I do.
Pepper, she wanted me to wait here, and she, Do you know where the shorts lady is?
Yes, she's at a really bad place to drink. Do you know where that is?
No.
It's like a not good. They called it a bar, but it was a place to drink.
I no. I don't go to. Pepper won't let me go to those places.
Do you know where it is?
No.
Does your sister know where it is?
I don't know. What are you talking about? I don't know.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to think of the best way to do this. I need to ask someone where the bar is, or would Torio know? Like,
You can probably track it down. But like as you're kind of like trying to figure out what the bar is, he's like,
Pepper, she wanted me to wait here, and I needed the shorts lady. That she's in trouble.
oh, that's not good.
Okay.
I think I know where so if I know where the bar is, I could take Bacon to her.
I think that you probably don't know where he is, where she is.
Okay.
I mean, there are people that you could ask. I mean, you could also
but it's
go
like also like
shotgun,
1 o'clock in the morning, right?
Yeah, it's like it's getting close there. It's like 12:45 or something like that.
Well, she left and she'll be back, so we could wait for her.
I mean, okay. She's the Pepper one. She said the shepherd's after her.
The shepherd?
Mhm.
Is that like the ones that have the sheeps?
They're like that, but instead of taking care of the sheeps, they like do bad stuff.
They do bad stuff to sheep?
To anyone.
Sheeps are yummy.
They're really bad.
Okay. Well, I will tell the...
Pepper said I need to stay far away from whenever they show up, and she said that they want to get Sister Hestia.
Okay, well, if bad people are coming for Sister Hestia, and Sister Hestia is coming back here, and you have to stay far away from bad people, but then the bad people are going to be after Sister Hestia, who's going to be here, then you shouldn't be here.
And he just sniffs real, and it's like just like kind of snotty sounding as he tries to take in what you just said and doesn't get it.
We should take you back to your sister, and I'll put my hand out. I'll put my wing out, just like the wingtip.
Just
Kind
a tip.
of, he holds.
Wow.
I'm so glad that you said it because it was it was right there.
I was like, stay in, don't do it.
And he kind of holds your wing. He's like,
It's really soft.
Thank you. I condition twice a day. No. Let's go find your sister, and then I'll walk with him back to wherever his sister is.
Okay. So he does not, or first off, not a sister. Doesn't know where she is currently.
Ohana means family, Ryan.
That's funny. I haven't seen that movie though. I really want to.
It's good.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
There's like 2 or 3 Disney movies that I haven't seen that I really.
But Lilo and Stitch is like super old.
Oh, they're.
Like you.
Let's not start that.
Right.
Let's not start that. Okay, so
So he doesn't know where she is. So
he
Tori
doesn't know where
starts to
she
walk.
is. All right. So to recap, because I know probably the voice is really confusing. He just is there scoping out, trying to find the church lady because Pepper told him to warn her.
Okay. So he doesn't know where his sister is. He needs someone to warn her. Torio doesn't know where the bar is.
Correct. But I think you
And
were there when they decided which bar they want to go to, so you have a name. I would say.
how far away is Junka?
Not far.
How far away is my new friend?
He's probably like within 100.
How far away is Torio's drug dealer? as the bird flies.
Yeah. So yeah, he's within 100 feet, just a little bit down the road and into an alley. Yeah, he's still there in the trash heap where you left him.
Torio can't do this. Okay, Torio's gonna take. I'm gonna do this really quick so I don't take up too much time. Torio's gonna take Bacon. He's gonna fly him up to the roof, and ask one of the Aarakocra to take care of him for the night and make sure that he's like fed and taken care of and has warm stuff because he doesn't know where his family is.
Okay.
Then he's gonna go and see Junka. Have a very brief visit, possibly, perpetuating a habit that's starting to develop for him.
All right, wisdom save.
Wisdom save?
Wisdom save on whether you take another one.
All right.
Hey, we'll set it low at 12.
Oh.
Oh, you got it. You're fine. You don't take another one.
Okay. Not yet. Ask where the roost is. And then when explained, I'm assuming that he probably knows the layout of the city well enough, but has to be told exactly where the roost is. Fly there as discreetly as he can.
Okay. So, we'll get would survival work? Because I feel like so he probably give you directions, but his directions would be largely based on land walking, and it might be less. I don't know how well those would translate. So, you have a blah, 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 blah.
General layout of terrain, settlements, and other features around you.
Okay.
So if he's like, it's the building with the giant roost on the top of it.
So
yeah.
he gives you enough features that you can kind of get almost a pinpoint exactly where it is. So yes. So he because you've lived in the city for 2 months at this point, you've seen these things, so you can. It doesn't take you long to know exactly where you want to go, or at least down to a block or two.
Okay. I'm also gonna ask Junka if he has any white leaf in case I want some later.
Roll a persuasion. Where is it?
Torio's very friendly.
He's really friendly, and the longer you're around, the more used to you he's getting. So, he gives you just a little bit, a few
right.
dried leaves.
Some white leaf.
Cool. So you take off. We'll come back to the crew, which will.
Let me just add this to my inventory. Dank white leaf stash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just
Hey, you all did this tutorial.
+2 sticky icky.
That's +2 sticky icky.
Yeah. No, not really.
An elder person he was trying to get information from offered him to smoke some. In Torio's mind, it's wrong to refuse. Yeah, it's rude not to.
Yeah, approves lives. You're good.
Yeah. All right, Lindsay.
Mizuki let it happen, Lindsay.
No, I said to not do it again.
And he didn't. I don't think.
No, but he took some.
He did. So it's probably going to happen. All right, so let's get back to the roost. Sorry. We'll start with Sister Hestia as Pepper looks up to at you with a. She's like, "What's this for then?"
Peace offering, perhaps. An apology for breaking your cover, but you are a terrible thief, little one.
I do all right.
Is that so? And were you doing all right last night?
She kind of backs away a little bit. She's like, What's it to you?
What's the name of the area, like where the house is, where they all stay?
We'll say Hillsboro.
Okay. Hillsboro. In fact, I think I saw you there in the morning.
And then I'm gonna think she's gonna start put two and two together here. She's like, "So, you look different this time around."
Yeah. Well, sometimes people look different. You have to get used to picking out mannerisms if you want to be a good thief. Last night, though, did you see anything interesting around that area?
I don't think so. But follow me.
And she kind of gestures you over to a kind of an empty table into the corner room. Barty and Barty and Mizuki, is there anything you're doing at this time?
We were gonna
Stepping out.
Yeah, step out. She was gonna tell me what they've heard from the junkie.
Okay.
Well, Tori and I talked to a drug-addled man who mentioned that typically a cart comes around that they pick up droppings of sorts.
Yeah,
And
the shit cart. Yep.
yes, exactly. And I guess yesterday's cart was extra large and not the usual cart. And I think that might be something we need to look into because...
Yeah, because that's shady as fuck. So,
yeah.
Yes.
There's not that much shit in these houses.
Yeah, alright. Well, okay. This is good. I don't know. I haven't been having much luck in there. Maybe Sister's having better luck, but...
I hope so.
I'll go pop in, check on her, see if she's ready to come out. Just wait here for a minute, and then, we'll see if we should all start heading back and go investigate this cart.
Okay.
So, pop back in, try and find Sister Hestia.
Okay. So, Sister Hestia, you are back on the table. Pepper, this again, who, if anyone doesn't remember, she is a 15-year-old gnome. She's very, very small. As she kind of climbs onto this bench at this table, instead of like kind of sitting down, she's standing up and like leaning against the bench and just kind of like leaning over, talking to you. She said,
So, I'm a little confused.
I see that.
What did you do to me yesterday?
What do you mean?
I mean, I've never made more money in my life.
No, the blessing of the traveler goes with you.
Well, you deserve your cut.
If you want to give me money, I'm not going to turn it down.
That's something better than money.
Oh, and what's that?
A warning.
A
Someone's-
warning.
Someone has it out for Sister Hestia.
For me?
That's what you say. Yeah. Someone has
Who
it out
is this
for...
someone?
I don't know that. I do know that the shepherds are looking for her. They know she's in the city.
For Sister Hestia, you're sure?
I'm positive.
Huh.
They've been turning over a lot of us in the alleys.
beat up Rockford pretty bad.
That is a shame. Would I know who are the shepherds? Would I know that?
Shepherds are a kind of local thieves guild of sorts, but they dabble in many different things.
Okay. Okay, cool. And you're sure they are looking for Sister Hestia?
Yeah. And it's a recent thing, too.
Well, if you see any of them, let them know. She is dead.
I think that's what they're looking for, to make sure.
That is very strange.
You should be careful.
I'm always careful. You should be a better thief. This is a bad place to come and steal. Everyone here also steals. They know to look for you.
Yeah, she kind of laughs but I figure if I can cut my teeth here, I can do well just about anywhere.
You will get your throat cut here, not your teeth.
I think the stakes have a tendency of like sharpening my senses.
All right. Well, like I said, and I'm gonna like lean over and like touch her on the forehead and say, "The blessing of the traveler goes with you," and do my blessing.
She kind of looks at you. I like you, sister.
Sister Hestia is dead. My name is Paz.
She nods and says, "Paz. See you around." And she kind of turns around and begins to walk away as Mizuki and Bartimaeus approach. And as the two of you approach, you hear kind of like the door kind of loudly clash open, and you kind of turn around, and as a bunch of the attendants kind of turn around, and they see a pretty rough crowd coming in. Few humans, an elf, and a dwarf, and also a halfling who's kind of at the head, and another one in the back who's quite large. Doesn't seem to be half orc, but is there's some vague similarities, but they all look real mean, and they're just kind of like walking in and scanning the crowd. Tora, you're about 4 minutes away, ish. Just checking in with you, let you know.
Okay. Fly very fast.
Yeah. So, Mizuki, Bartimaeus.
Would any of us recognize any of these newcomers, either by sight or reputation?
I'm gonna say 2 months of being here, no.
Okay. So, we meet up with Hestia, we relay to her about the shit cart. Maybe that's something that we should perhaps go and investigate.
Okay. Do I see all these like crazy people coming?
Yeah, you all see them kind of come in.
Do they have like an insignia or anything?
Roll a perception check.
Okay. 8.
Nothing noticeable. No, they just seem to be wearing, not necessarily like, bad clothes, or not like poor clothes, but they're very simple and a little bit darker in color.
Okay, I want to grab the person nearest to me who looks like just a big mean fucker who isn't one of them.
Okay.
And I want to cast Charm Person.
Okay, sure. So, Are you want the biggest?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like just the biggest, meanest, most awful looking person.
I mean, the biggest, meanest, most awful-looking person closest to you is probably the bartender, the half-orc bartender.
Okay, I know this guy. So yeah, I think
Whose
I
name is
probably know this. I think I probably know this guy in this form as well.
Okay. Yeah, sure. So,
Yeah.
I think his name is, and it doesn't fit at all the way he looks, but his name is Wesley.
I love him. I lean forward and I like just touch him on the arm, and I'm gonna cast Charm Person.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a roll or whatever that is. So wisdom. See what this dude's. Where's my thing? Okay. Really, 120.
Cheater! Cheater!
The wisest dude ever.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
Okay.
So does he know that you tried?
Does he what?
Does he know that you tried? It doesn't say.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to decide that he knows, then it's cool.
I think you kind of touch him more, and he kind of looks down and kind of shrugs it off and like keeps walking.
Hey!
What?
That one over there. He just said that you are very ugly.
Which one?
I'm pointing to, fuck, I don't know, the halfling guy that just walked in with the posse.
I am pretty ugly.
Fuck. Okay. I just look at my companions and I'm like, we leave right now.
Sounds good.
And as we're leaving, I shout over my shoulder, Wesley, you are beautiful.
I know on the inside. Alright. So do you all leave?
Would it have been obvious to us that you are trying to cause a distraction of some sort?
I mean, I don't think I was being that stealthy about it.
Okay, let me just double check this spell quickly. And there are still like the two ludists going at it, right?
Out in the street, yes,
Oh,
but
out
not
in
in
the
the
street. Okay. Then no, that's not gonna work. Okay. So this posse is like right in front of the door, right?
Yes, they are.
And I don't have anything AoE. I just... How do we get past them?
Oh, sorry. I for a second, I'm like, you're asking me like an idiot. Sorry. I was like, well, here's what you do.
Yep.
I'm gonna look up. Do you actually ask that? I'm gonna look at Barty and I'm gonna be like, "You're in a bar full of violent criminals. We start a fight."
Yeah. All right.
A fight?
Yeah, just try not to get hit by any thrown bottles. Okay, let me double check this again. And I'm not coming up with anything right now. Sorry. I'm too small to actually physically start something.
Victoria, the wind is brushing by your face, cold as it goes by your feathers. You carve a path through the night sky.
I am the air.
You are
I
the air.
am the wind. I am
I am-
Torio.
You are Torio! People
Friend-
shout as you go by on the rooftops. They're like,
Friend to all. I get lost in the moment, start singing.
yeah, they're like throwing flowers at you, and you catch one in your beak. You're like, ah. And Bacon is currently just kind of like hanging out with all the Aarakocra. I think he's probably was kind of scared and nervous for the first 5 minutes, but I think now he's enjoying himself.
Wait, what? Oh, upstairs? I was
Yeah.
like, I don't have Bacon with me. What's going on? He's scared of flying. Torio just forgot.
Oh my gosh.
But
So we need to start a fight?
yes, and I actually do realize that I can do something about this. So I will look over by the bar and see hopefully two mean dudes next to each other, and then I will prestidigitate one of their shirts to be as if it got a drink spilled on it.
Okay.
Genius.
So, tell me what the two dudes look like. Or one, you describe one dude, Mizuki. You describe the other dude.
I think the one that the drink is getting spilled on is a dwarf who actually has like a shorter beard than I do, like this beard.
Okay.
So like very close shaven, very clearly upset and just trying to drown his sorrows currently.
Okay. So this this really sad dwarf who just isn't up for it tonight turns towards a
wood elf, but he's kind of let himself go a little on the pudgier side. He's quite tall, but you can tell he's got some strength behind him, but he might be on the slower side, and his hands are very calloused.
Okay, so this dwarf turns around and gives this elf a heavy shove that sends him back against the bar, like knocking over glasses and slamming in the two behind him, who get really upset and just like shove him forward, and they start to get into a fight and like screaming and cursing at each other, and like Wesley starts getting pissed and he starts coming over the bar, and he takes the dwarf into the crook of his arm and starts choking him out as everyone else is holding another one at bay as everyone starts fighting. The group that had just come into the room kind of like seemed to back up a little bit. What do you do? What do the three of you do at this moment?
Trying to sink into the crowd and wait for the posse to move away from the door so we can sneak past.
I want to
Okay.
push someone else into the fight, and then
Okay.
like mosh pit style, and then just
Okay.
like move out of the way.
So you push this older guy, older human, who kind of like gets kind of pushed into it. And he's like, oh, and it's like spills his drink on himself, and like everyone's just the fight's starting to spread out a little bit on the bar. The people at the door, the large one doesn't seem to move, but I mean it isn't blocking the door, but like the largest one is just kind of like doesn't seem to be too nervous by what's going on, but the others seem to kind of like visibly be a little shaken and kind of like scoot closer to the walls. The halfling is nowhere to be seen.
Okay. So.
And Torio, you land now at the front of the bar.
Have no fear, Torio's here.
If anyone can start a fight.
Yes. But
I rush into the bar.
So you hear just a clamor of activity that's going on inside. As people saying words that you probably don't hear that often. But as you're kind of looking over, like wondering if this is the place, a elf gets thrown through the window and kind of rolls on the stones beside you.
Okay. Okay, give me a second here.
Well, you said the big guy isn't actually like physically blocking the doorway, but is just kind of there.
Are you gonna smoke up?
No.
Okay.
When it's my turn, though, if I land, I am rushing in. So.
Okay. So yeah. So
So I would land and seeing all this go on, thinking trouble, I would rush in, throw open the door, and go, Sister Hestia, Sister Hestia, I have something to tell you.
Okay.
You
All right.
asshole.
All right. So. Okay. So I need you to roll your choice of acrobatics or athletics.
Me?
Yeah, you. Oh, you're gonna be fine, probably. Yep, you're fine.
Okay.
So, as this large one tries to grab you as you kind of come in, screaming that, it's like you kind of notice that you're kind of like hyped up and a little bit like away. You're just kind of like loop out of the way, and bob and weave away.
Yeah.
And then you hear like a voice is like get the bird, like comes out.
I mean, if I can go up, I don't know how high the ceiling is. I would.
You can. So the way that you fight or fly, I imagine like you kind of need like at least like a 8-foot buffer to kind of like float a little bit, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, sounds good to me.
Something like that. So you could probably get like a little bit closer to the ceiling, but you probably like the tall one could still probably grab you, I guess is what I'm saying.
Okay.
So, but you can get around and do stuff away from him. He has to move his way through a crowd. You can fly above the crowd.
Yeah. I'd be moving above the crowd, looking for friends.
Okay. So the three of you see Torio burst in, calling for Sister Hestia as like the rough and tumble group seems to mobilize.
Okay. If I can do this before anything else happens, I would cast Dissonant Whispers on the big dude.
Okay, do it.
Please.
So he needs to make a wisdom save.
Okay.
Okay, so he's gonna take half that damage and doesn't have to move.
Okay.
What's the lighting like where we are? Is it
dim.
Is
It's dim.
dim? Okay,
dim.
well, in that case, I would like to hide.
I'm really looking for Mizuki. I don't know.
All right, so give me a stealth check.
Just want to be really inconspicuous.
Yep, that's gonna be pretty inconspicuous, considering there's a giant eagle man who's flying in the middle,
Distracting everyone. I'm just gonna kind of go into the
calling
shadow.
out for a well-known celebrity of the town, kind of like the Mother Teresa.
Torio doesn't know any better.
So yeah, you're quite easily slip into obscurity in this bar. Okay, so that says Hestia. That leaves you get an action now.
So fuck, everybody's inside now, and I told them to leave. You fools!
I tried to get us to open and it didn't work.
No one told Torio
Yeah,
to leave.
who's
No one
blocking
told-
the doorway? Who's blocking the doorway? Is it still that
Technically,
big
no one
dude?
is blocking it. There are people who are making their way out the door right now. They don't want any part of what's happening right now.
But
Yeah, I just want to leave too. Can I? Is like Barty near me?
yeah, I'd still be next to you.
Can I just like fucking grab him by the hair and like leave?
Yeah. Do you want to contest that, Barty?
No.
Okay. So she grabs you on the hair painfully, and then you kind of go for it.
Okay. So
And I'm like trying to move kind of stealthily, but I feel like not super hard.
I don't. Yeah.
I mostly just want to leave.
So
If I see them, I'm gonna like scooch against the wall, try to get out too.
okay. So you're okay. Torio, I need you to do a perception check. I'll give you. You know what? I'm gonna say that. Your like just general awareness, man, is like pretty high. So we'll.
I have a +1. I only have like a passive perception.
We'll give you advantage. We'll give you advantage because you're pretty heightened right now, looking for. So you're looking for someone that you recognize. Shit. That sucks.
Hey, well, it's what it is.
No, you're still floating the ceiling. You're like, like, and no. Now the other 3 people that you've flown a quarter of the city over to see have slipped out of the bar without your knowledge.
Okay. Torio was told to stay home.
Yep. Okay.
Dang it, Torio.
So the 3 of you are out as people are like filing out of the building. Torio. Okay, so I'm gonna actually. What is this? What is their bonus here? Oh shoot! Quite dexterous. Okay. So I'm gonna roll an attack. I don't have these plugged in. Oh, what? How's that not a recognized command? Let's roll. Sorry. So. Dadgummit. I'm so unused to this keyboard. Okay. Why does that not work? The command is /roll, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. /roll and then space 1d, whatever you want to do.
This is not working for me.
Just do the double brackets.
Doing it in Twitch. Lord Almighty.
That would be why.
All right.
That's amazing.
Clearly, it's not the right bar, Torio.
Oh my god, amazing.
I like the way you think, Saber.
Does that get your AC?
Does that hit my AC?
What?
Barely.
Okay. So, you're flying through in the along the ceiling as a I don't know what you can call it, as a bolos like swirl through the air and wrap around your face.
What? They just have bolos at the bar?
This is like an assassin bar.
This is terrible. Okay.
So
all right, yeah, no, I'm good.
You are actually you are no I'll give you a I feel like I should give you another roll, but they hit you with it.
Hey, if it hit, it hit. I'm good.
I think it hit. So okay, so you're
I have an AC of 13, so
you're currently wrapped up and you fall.
And however, okay, so I'll take damage from that then.
Well, I mean, you would. I think if there weren't people underneath you, that probably cushion the fall a little bit.
You kill some things that you land on.
I think that like I mean I can roll 1d4 if we're just going to be cute about it. Mm-hmm. So you take 2 bludgeoning damage.
Fair. That's fair.
Yeah,
it's definitely fair.
So as you kind of like your landing wasn't too bad, but like as you kind of fall underneath it, like people kind of step on you a bunch, like as they're kind of making their way to the door. Yeah. Okay, so I should probably put on some more exciting music. Is That's okay. All right. So. Yeah. The 3 of you are outdoors. What do you do? What are you doing?
Would we have noticed, a squawk or something coming from Torio as he is wrapped up and falling?
Torio,
my wings! I'm pretty sure Torio hasn't stopped making noise, so you might have noticed a change in noise.
Yeah.
Okay. If we're outside, I would ask to be put down and then try and look back in, see if I can see anything past the throngs of people coming out.
I let you go, and I want to I fucking abandoned them. I'm gonna go like down an alley or something, hide
Okay.
somewhere.
All right. So you wander, or not wander, but you split off and make your way down an alley, and I feel pretty safe. Mizuki and Barty, what do you do?
Sigh heavily and head back in.
Yeah, if we see that he has fallen out of the sky or something, just son of a bitch.
The one defense Torio has.
Yep.
Okay. So as you kind of like make your way, do you go through the door or you go through the broken window? The two of you.
I would try. I can probably squeeze through.
There's more people coming out of the door. So
I want to do like a...
Sorry, you roboted for me.
A leap jump into the window.
It might just be my download speed. You might not be... I'm just saying, it roboted for me. So say that again, Barty, and then I'll ask you again, Mizuki. I'm sorry.
So I'm a small creature. I can probably duck through the people coming out of the door. So I'm just going back through the door.
Okay. And Mizuki, what did you do?
I'm gonna try to do like a leap roll in through the window.
Okay. Cool. All right. So go ahead and give me this. I'm gonna say you're really good at this kind of stuff, but I just want to give me a roll to see how cool it is.
Me?
Like give me an acrobatics roll to see how cool your dive through is. It's not great.
Cut myself
It's not
out
great.
on some of the
Yeah, you scrape yourself up, not enough for me to like count off health or anything, but you do actually kind of scrape yourself up a little bit.
Just fall flat on the floor. I don't like actually tumble. I just like...
Well, what happens is like you do this kind of flip in and like your heel lands on a piece of, instead of like on a solid surface that you're expecting, you land it on a piece of glass and just slid out from under you, so you kind of lost your footing and kind of like landed on your one of your butt cheeks a little hard.
Just one butt cheek.
Up. Just one, because you almost caught yourself.
That one hurts real bad.
Yeah. So you make way up. You see just feathers kind of like floating down as like people are kind of making their way out. It's like and it's again, it's not just like Torio in this. So there's a bunch of people fighting right now. And the people who came through the door are trying to like push their way through it. Mizuki, because you went through the window, you're about 10 feet closer than Barty is to where Torio is. Yep. So, Torio, you land on the floor and get kind of like stomped around a little bit. You're kind of tangled up in this rope with weights on the end. What do you do?
Do I feel like, is anyone around me, or like not anyone? I know I'm surrounded, but like, is anyone like aggressively around me?
Not this
like,
second. It's just a jungle of limbs right now.
Can I take the do I feel like I can take that off or reach it well enough to cut myself free?
Because of your nature, I think your beak is probably sharp enough to do some work.
Okay. I mean, I have a dagger, or if I can beak it, or talons. I have my talons as well.
Talons would be awkward for you, but yeah, a dagger or beak, you could probably cut yourself loose. Whatever flavor works for you best.
Yeah, I'll pull a dagger from my boot, or not my boot, but from my ankle, and try and slash at it.
Okay. Yep. You go ahead and nope, not gonna make a roll. You just kind of cut through it.
Okay.
And hold on, just 1 second. Okay, cool. So you are free, and now Barty and Mizuki's your turn.
Okay, so Torio's free?
He is free. You can't really tell that from right here, but you just see like this kind of flurry of feathers in between the crowd.
So I'm going to
not what I thought it was.
Run over to him.
Okay.
With my hand axe out, like since I can't see that he's loose, I'm like getting ready to untie him with my hand axe. And then once I get there, just like, oh, okay. And I don't know what else to do. We have to leave, like now.
Okay. So, Torio, you see a familiar face cut through the crowd as you, Mizuki, kind of emerges through and kind of pulls at your arm, leading you towards the outdoors. Barty, you see them also moving towards the outside. And go ahead and all of you roll me. What would you roll to carve through a crowd? Well, your choice of strength or acrobatics, I guess.
Can I go up and over since I'm free now, or?
Yeah, no, you can do that. Sure. It might be a little bit hard for you to take off, but yeah, it's probably worth it for you once you get in the air.
Okay. So I'll try and do that. You still want the acrobatics roll?
Sure, but it's yeah. It's just for, let me see how quickly you get out of there.
Well then.
Yep.
For all of us?
Torio!
Yeah.
I don't think I've rolled above 10 tonight.
You got 12.
Yeah.
Well, but with the bonuses, but like actual
Oh,
dice.
okay, gotcha. All right, so yeah, you all, like, Barty, you have a little bit of trouble, but you make your way out. And Mizuki and Toria, you just, like, blast out of there, like, through the window and make your way out. And you head out into the night as the the clamor is just spilling out into the street behind you. You start to hear whistles as kind of the city guard begin to kind of start to converge on the area, and but you manage to get away in time, and that might be a good place to stop for tonight. But I'm not. Instead of stopping full stop, I'm gonna let's do a 5-minute break, and then we'll decide if we're gonna stop. And then, because we'll say you all get away, and I don't know where you all want to meet. I don't know where Sister Hessie is gonna go, but we have another 30 minutes, so want to make sure that we all have time to work through things. But I do need to take a 5-minute break, so I will be back in just a second.
Yep.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yay.
I still haven't figured out how to do text on this new OBS, so I can't put up break text, but we are gonna be right back, everyone. Ask us questions in chat, play with Revlobot. Yeah.
Yep. If anyone has any questions about this or any of our other campaigns, feel free to type them in. We'll answer them as well as we can. We also have a follower one-shot that we're going to be doing tomorrow. Alex is going to be GMing his first game here on UPIC Gaming, which we're all very excited about. I'm playing a wizard that'll probably die in the first round of combat, and everyone else will have a very fun time remembering that one dude that they used to know. Other than that, if you guys have any questions or anything, or you just want to talk some D&D or whatever, hit us up. Let us know. Oh, and what do you guys think of Revlobot? Trying it out. It's new to us. We're still tweaking some things. Messing with some stuff. If you guys have any suggestions for contest, commands that you want to see, maybe rewards that you want to see in the chat, let us know, and we'll take it under advisement and see how it's going to go. Goomba, Alex is going to be doing his first GM, and I believe the 2 followers are also in chat as well. I think it was Noof Games and Saber Expert that won the slots.
Yep.
Nice, Noof. Sweet. Okay. Let us know how you guys feel about this stuff. Like I said, we're tweaking Revlobot a little bit here at the beginning. We're trying to find a good balance with time spent in and other rewards and stuff that we want to make available to you guys. I know that we've talked about a couple things, but again, if you guys have any suggestions on stuff that you'd like to see, well, I know I am, and pretty much everyone else is very open to that, and we want to make this as good of an experience for you guys because that's what it's there for. So let us know, and we'd love to hear about it. It's awesome. I'm glad to see so many people are talking about setting it up in theirs. We actually stole it from Allison's channel because she has it on there, and it's super awesome.
So I think I missed most of the talk about the one shot tomorrow.
I just mentioned it a little bit. Goomba said that it's your first time GMing on UPick, so he's going to try and make it.
Yep,
Ooh.
first time GMing for these yahoos. I've done it before for my IRL group, but, doing it on Roll20 for the first time is going to be interesting. But tomorrow night should be... I don't know if fun's going to be the right word. I have a feeling Steph and Lindsay at least will not like me at the end of the night. If the one shot that led into this campaign is any indication.
That's mean.
I approve.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how it goes. Mostly because, and I mentioned it a little bit earlier. This is one of the first characters I've actually rolled my health on, and we rolled stats, and I got some, like I got one or two high stats, but I got mostly lower stats, a couple 9s and a 10 and stuff like that. So I put those in my physical traits because it fits well with the character I'm going with. So his constitution is poor, and I decided to roll my health, and I got 3 1s with a -1 con mod. So I rolled for 3 levels of the 6. I rolled a 0. I'm very sickly, and I'm not sure how I make it through most nights, but we'll see how it goes.
Yep. Yeah, for the
Yeah, I
most...
feel like a nasty toe stub would be the end of you.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm at the point where it's like one bad winter will bump me off. I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all hear any music?
Not right now.
I did not right now, but I did during the fight.
It's not playing for me. Hold on, I'm gonna try to.
It was doing this to me earlier.
This one playlist is not going. Let me see if I can just do an individual track, if that works. No? Kind of nothing is working for me.
I mean, that might be our answer about calling it for the night, then?
Oh, here's some music.
Oh yeah, I can hear that now.
Some weird. Anyway.
I don't know if I'm hearing it, but...
It's very quiet. It's
I
not,
can hear it.
And it's not the
never
mood
nice, right?
Yep. It's not the mood I want either.
Now it's there.
Actually, it's fine. That's a fine mood. Okay, so let's we'll wrap up quickly. I just want to kind of get a sense on how you all are meeting up again before we kind of start over.
I don't know if we would have noticed where Sister Hestia
Probably
off
not.
to, so just start heading back to the inn or the apartment.
Hestia, what do you actually? I think that's like the biggest question. Is like, what do you do after you run off?
So I like tuck down alley. I like pull my bag off my shoulder and dump it on the ground and start pulling out like all these like religious vestments. This like weird, like all this like weird like body padding, and like a like creepy old lady rubbery face mask. And I put them all in a pile and I set them on fire.
Okay. And it burns and it smells terrible, but it does burn quickly enough.
And then dressed in like my normal like kind of like dark blues and purples, I sneak off into the night and I head back to where they were going, the inn, wherever we were before, to meet up with them later.
I'll say because they stayed back, we'll say that you arrive at roughly the same time and like within a couple minutes of each other. We'll say, you see them walking in just as you kind of like round the corner. Kind of, they begin to like enter into the building.
Okay.
And well, actually, let's say you ride at the same time, so you all see each other. I don't know why I'm making it difficult. So you all see each other as you arrive.
Hestia, that's you, right?
Sister Hestia is dead. You can call me Pazir.
Hazir?
Or just Paz, if you can't pronounce it.
Are we all there together?
You're there with them, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But by
What happened
all,
to Sister Hestia?
Yes.
Oh,
Did the
she died
shepherds
about...
get her?
No, she died about 2 weeks ago.
Okay, you're gonna have to explain some shit
Squinting
now.
so hard at you.
But I talked to her yesterday.
No, you talked to me yesterday.
And who are you?
No,
Besides
I just
Paz?
told you. My name is Paz.
And okay, but why did you look like Sister Hestia?
Why not? It was fun. I liked her when she was alive.
So where's my friend?
Right here. I still have biscuit. You want?
she does have biscuits, and they taste just the same.
Make a persuasion roll.
Okay. Hang on. Where's my character sheet gone? Fucking hell. Here we go.
Shield of Fate. Yes, I do.
I don't know
want
why-
Skit's my best friend.
I don't know
Ever in
why
the
I
whole
cast
world.
Shield of Fate there.
Okay, this doesn't seem like the conversation we should be having on the doorstep, so let's go in, let's...
No, I
Talk
want my
about-
Skit.
Yes, you can have your biscuit. Let's get inside, talk about the shit card, and talk about the shit you've been up to. 'Cause...
You know exactly what I've been up to. I got you all into Skywatch like you wanted.
But what's your game?
Why did you help us?
Why not? You don't like being
You're
helped?
not Sister Hestia? This whole thing is just so bizarre.
Yeah, let's not tell anyone I'm Sister Hestia now that the scary gang is after her. I don't know why. She was a very sweet old lady.
Did you kill her?
Goodness. Of course not. She died of old age. She was like 97.
Kid.
I had to ask.
Never mind. I wouldn't. Torio wouldn't. Torio wouldn't insight check that. Torio's eating a biscuit.
Yeah,
Torio doesn't care.
No, Barty would incite that.
Okay.
Come on. I can't roll for shit tonight.
I'm-
Are bards just cursed?
Yes.
Maybe.
We've never had a competent bard.
Never.
No.
Preston
Well-
kept everyone alive.
Oh, that's true. Okay. Forgot.
Preston was
Never mind.
pretty legit.
Mm-hmm.
He was legit. Okay. From your inside, I mean, she seems to be telling the truth, but obviously this whole thing is fishy and
Yeah.
strange.
So, are you... Now that you're no longer Sister Hestia, is this
I
part
never
of...
really was.
Yes, I know that now, but is this part of your game over? Are you just gonna leave us be? What are you doing?
Right now, I figured we find out who kidnapped those people. I had nothing better to do.
I guess that's good enough for me for now.
Besides, I like you. You are all very fun, especially the bird.
Yes, I try.
The bird.
Oh, I heard Bard. You gotta be clearer with your vowels.
I heard Bard.
Okay,
too.
no, I actually, I want that to be in canon. I want Barty to be like, try. And
Yep, no, it was.
that was so good. Oh my god. Okay. So, does anyone want to let Paz stay with them. I don't think she has a place to stay.
I'm so confused. I need to go. I think I need to clear my head.
You also, Torio, right now, like, you need to clear.
I'm gonna go and smoke.
So you really want some more biscuits, real bad. Like,
I mean, I really want some more biscuits, but I'm also probably gonna pop off for a smoke real quick.
sure. On the roof. Yeah. All right, so do you go back to the roof? And I guess Bacon's still up there.
Yeah, Bacon's up there with the birds.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
Aw,
Papa Torio.
So does anyone want to invite Paz to stay with them?
I mean, if she has biscuits, she can come up and sleep on the roof. Torio's fine. We're friends.
Or Paz, if you want to like do something different.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
it's
also.
mostly that Barty isn't going to thrust this on Odie Kiernan when she's, out for the night already, and so.
I'm pretty sure Nalai and I are probably sharing a room or something, so we're gonna pass.
Okay, so if you're sharing a room, then there's an empty room.
Okay. I'm sure we would for sure share one now since both of our people are missing and we're from the same area and kind of taking solace in each other.
So can we? We'll just say that one person is kind and considerate and gives Paz the
Nalai. Nalai's the nice one.
If you don't give me it, I'm gonna break in. So.
Okay. So cool.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
I was about to suggest that, the landlord's dead. You can get into his room, probably. But, no, Lindsay did just say Paz can have the room that they vacate.
Okay. So you get a room to yourself, Paz. It's small, but it's roomier than the other rooms in the. Or I'm sorry, being by yourself, it's roomier than some of the other people's situations. But you used to being. I like having lived at Sister Hester's in a while. It seems a little small and cramped, which might be comforting. I don't know.
I think I'm just happy not to be in my really uncomfortable hot disguise anymore.
Cool. Okay. So is there anything that anyone wants to do before you go to sleep?
Check on Bacon.
All right. Bacon is up there, and he is playing games with the remaining hatchlings. They're just kind of like
no. What are you
chasing each
doing?
other around.
It's like 2 a.m. Go to bed.
No, I don't want to.
You're a bad influence on the hatchlings, Bacon. Go to bed.
They want to play with me.
Bacon, you can play all day tomorrow, Bacon.
There's no one my age and size.
Well, but you can stay here, but tomorrow you can play with them. But you need to go to sleep now.
I want to sleep.
And as he
He's gonna
says,
go to
"I don't
sleep.
want to sleep," he's like his eyes are drooping, and he's like clearly very tired. He's been running around for the past like 20-30 minutes.
I'm gonna like click my beak disapprovingly at one of the I'm assuming there are children handlers. Like it takes a village, but there's usually gonna be like some of the older men or women of the tribe that help raise the hatchlings. Just gonna click my beak, find one of the older guys and click my beak at him and be like, "What are you doing? You can't let them do this. They have to be on schedule."
And they kind of look at each other, and there's a lot that's kind of communicated in very subtle glances. Just kind of they're clearly still shaken up about the other hatchlings being taken, and they just want whatever possible. They just want the kids to not be thinking about that right now, and are not. If they're playing and having fun, they're trying not to take them out of that.
They can
but-
play in the morning.
They kind of click and nod.
Gosh.
All
Torio doesn't want to grow up.
right. So, as you all make your way, or make your way to your chambers and begin to fall asleep. Each of you. Yep. What? Oh, sorry. I thought you wanted to say something. Each of you have a dream.
Oh, jeez. I don't like it.
There's a lot. I'm sorry. Let's see. I don't know what. I'm just going to do this in a random order, pretty much. So,
Depending on how bad this dream is, chat, Torio may no longer be addicted to white leaf.
yeah. So,
He got addicted really quick. That's
Yeah, really.
Moorish white leaf. Like,
It's more that he's just really impressionable to like a lot of things. So if there had been a little bit more pressure about alcohol, or if he had had a bad reaction to it like he did to alcohol, he probably wouldn't have cared too much. But it was like, oh, it's enjoyable, and this guy's doing it, so hey.
Mizuki. Actually, we need different music for this. Da 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 da. Not that music.
This is the splash where Tom died.
See, now you're picking up on the theme. All right. All right. Mizuki.
Yes.
A cool, still lake lies before you. The waters like glass, moonlight reflecting off its surface like a mithril pearl. A cool breeze carries with it the scent of the sea and thousands of fluttering, soft petals scattered to the winds from the grove of cherry trees along the valley. You walk towards the waters. Not sure why, but a fear grips your heart tighter and tighter with each step. And then, finally, you arrive at the edge, peering over. You look down into the languid waters. Your eyes meet with those of your reflection. But, though familiar in feature, the face you see is strange to you. Alien. This face you see is not your own. Who is this stranger, you think to yourself? And as the realization dawns, when the reflection looks back at you, terror creeps across its face as it twists in a silent scream. Maggots begin crawling out of its mouth as it slips deeper into the waters until it's lost in the darkness. Paz, you find yourself at a crossroads. In every direction, you see a road winds away from you, disappearing into a burning horizon. At the center of this web towers a feminine form, humming with power, wrapped in silver and purple raiments that flow like vapor in the wind. Her face covered with cloth and gauze, adorned with long, ornamental bronze feathers, dangling jewelry, and two onyx horns, spiraling in colors, wrapped in cloth and capped with bronze. And though her eyes are obscured, even so you feel her gaze upon you like a heavy weight that brings you to your knees. In every direction you look, she's there, overwhelming your senses with hidden eyes. She outstretches her cupped hands out towards you, a dim light emanating from something she holds within. Her long fingers peel open slowly to reveal an egg, and an instant wave of heat leads you to recoil slightly, but you never close your eyes as you watch, mesmerized by the swirling liquid burning within the shell. Torio, you flit from branch to branch, looking behind every gargantuan knot, every crevice around every mud hut. You've lost something. Something important, but you can't remember. What was it? What did you lose? You cast your eyes about, your heart beginning to race in worry, but try as you might, you can't be certain why. Your talons grip tighter into the ancient bark. All around you are the currents of steam rolling carried by the northern winds from the mountains. This is home. Your home. This tree, this home tree, this is where you belong. And almost as if in response, like a burst of magma springs forth from the earth below with that familiar popping sound, its dark amber spray reaching its zenith before plummeting back to earth, making distant plopping sounds that soothes you like it did when you were just a hatchling. This is home tree. What could you possibly have lost? Bartimaeus, you make your way through the crowd. There's so many people here. All around are throngs of faceless, nameless figures, inscrutable noises pouring out of their featureless faces in a turbid, cacophonous pitch. You're looking for your sister among this tangled forest of limbs. Moments ago, you held her in your hand, you thought you could never let her go, but in a sudden panic, you realize she's gone, nowhere to be seen. And then, at once, a bubbling roar drowns out the gurgling masses as a dark brown river boils up from the earth and sweeps you away in a twist of bodies, masses, as it frothing, smashing you against the walls of buildings. You struggle to find some purpose, some island, some sanctuary, something to save you, but your strength fails, and the waves carry you underneath into the dark. And for the people who aren't here, Nalai, you're here again, this cold, dark patch of earth. It stretches out for as far as you can see, this field of churned dirt and mud. Nothing aside remains. You find yourself a place to sit and close your eyes, and as you do, you feel the spirits surround you. They sway back and forth, rooted in place, almost like kelp caught in a current. You reach out to them, and the tendrils reach back to you, touching you lightly, sending a small shiver through your fingertips. And then somewhere close, a heat begins to swell. Your eyes open, and before you, a roiling flame begins to blossom out of the muck. In every passing moment, it grows, and you feel yourself both frightened and drawn to the flame. And then you begin to remember flame, the flame, the flame. And lastly, for Odoker, who may never hear this, you're climbing up the face of an impossible cliff, hand over hand. You sense a darkness beneath you, inexorable and gnawing, but you lock your eyes to the sky, teeth gritted, the air filled with a terrible howling. You still press on. And before the last of your strength threatens to fail, you find purchase at the peak, pulling yourself over the lip, gasping for air. Your lungs burn and fire blooms in the horizon, and the ground beneath you begins to shift and ripple, coiling. And it seems that at once the world begins to fall away, wind rushing as the ground hurtles towards you, and you reach out and grasp for something, for anything. And at once you feel yourself lifted into the air with a lurch. A deafening, rhythmic sound batters against you. And with each battery, you feel yourself rising higher and higher. And the ground that was once so close begins to fall away into a blur of memory. You clutch tighter and tighter, but it isn't the stone you're holding on to, it's something else. And as your eyes turn to side, you see large impossibly large wings. And that'll do it for this week's session. We'll be back the 16th in February. Check out Twitters and YouTubes and everything. Anyone want to call it something specific?
I'm gonna be killing half of these people tomorrow night.
Rude.
It's,
So rude.
yeah, they may survive, but I am running a one-shot tomorrow. It's my first time GMing for UPick Gaming. We have their in chat. We have Noof Games and Saber Expert will also be joining us. So it's gonna be them, Robert, Steph, and Lindsay, and they will be running through the Rackham trials. So that's gonna be tomorrow night, same time. So 7 p.m. Pacific, 8 Mountain, 9 Central, 10 Eastern.
3 a.m. in the UK.
Yep, I was just about to try and do the math for that, but you got that. So yeah, come see that. It's gonna be fun.
Yay.
My new campaign, which is called Clockpunk Fairy Tale, can be found on YouTube. I think you can probably just search Clockpunk Fairy Tale, but if you go to @LeechWifey on Twitter, it's my pinned post. It uploads every Saturday. Yay!
And for all the new faces in chat, I'm sure it was said because we always repeat each other. But if you guys missed any of the session, or if you want to check out some of our other sessions, most of our content is uploaded to YouTube later on. So if you go, the information's down below the video in the info. But UPick Gaming on YouTube, you can find this session will probably be up in the next few days, and the ones preceding it, as well as our other campaigns, are there. So thanks for coming out. Thanks for taking part. Thanks for all the feedback on the Revlo stuff, and just for all the support. We're 10 followers away from 200 on Twitch. I don't even know how many we're at on Twitter right now for the UPick Gaming account. It's up there a ways, but it's been amazing, and you guys are great, and I love you all for it. So we're gonna keep doing what we do, and we hope that you guys keep doing what you do. So thank you.
Cool.
Yay.
Yay. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.